December 15th, 2025. Mark this date. In 10 years, every business school textbook will study this day as the classic case of too little, too late. Just look at the numbers. Ford didn't just release a bad quarterly report. They publicly admitted to burning $19.5 billion. Let that sink in. 19.5 billion. That is more than the entire GDP of Iceland, just evaporated. This is effectively a white flag. It marks the official death of the legacy automakers' all-in pure EV dream. But here's the twist. Literally the next day, Ford announced the next-gen F-150. But it's not pure electric. It's an EREV, extended range electric vehicle. They call it no compromise. Honestly, I call it admitting China was right. If you think this is just about Americans not wanting EVs, you are missing the bigger picture. Because while Ford is retreating, across the Pacific, Li Auto and Huawei are printing money with the exact same technology Ford used to Mach. Today, we are doing a forensic audit. We are going to look at the financial truth behind Ford's massive write-down. We will analyze the fatal physics of the F-150 Lightning. And we will expose the $14,000 cost chasm that has become a death sentence for legacy auto. All right, let's follow the money. $19.5 billion isn't just lost cash. It's what we call crystallized sunk costs. Like money they spent on stuff they're now literally throwing away. First big chunk, $8.5 billion for canceling future EV platforms. Basically, Ford realized that if they actually built these trucks, they'd lose even more money than if they just quit right now. That's a brutal realization for a CEO. Then, there's another $6 billion for walking away from the Blue Oval SK battery deal. Back in 2022, this was supposed to be their Tesla killer battery supply. But the math changed. Ford realized the demand for massive, heavy batteries just isn't there? And the last $5 billion? That's just the oops tax. It's the cost of tearing out EV lines and putting gas engine tools back in. It's a total strategic U-turn, right? They misjudged the tech, the cost, and, well, the laws of physics. So, why couldn't Ford make money? Well, we have to go from the boardroom down to the chassis. Look, the Mustang Mach-E, it looks cool, but it suffers from what engineers call original sin. It's built on the GE1 platform. Now, Ford's marketing will tell you it's a native EV platform. Spoiler, it's not. It's a heavily modified version of the C2 platform. You know, the one they use for the Ford Focus and the Escape. In the industry, we call this oil to EV, and it's a mess. Think about it. Because the car wasn't built for a battery from day one, engineers had to snake wires around structural parts meant for exhaust pipes and transmissions. The result? The Mach-E has 1.6 kilometers more wiring than a Tesla Model 3. 1.6. That's not just extra copper. That's more weight, more assembly time, and more things to break. Ford is basically trying to fight a software war using hardware from 20 years ago. And honestly, it shows. Now, the F-150 Lightning. I love the idea, right? But it ran headfirst into a wall called thermodynamics. See, in the US, trucks are tools. You tow stuff, you haul stuff, but here's the deal. Gasoline is incredibly energy dense. It's got like 46 megajoules of energy per kilogram. A battery? About 0.6. Yeah, 0.6. So, to get any decent range, Ford had to put a 2,000-pound battery in the Lightning. Think about that. The battery alone weighs as much as a small car. So the truck needs a stronger frame, which adds weight. It needs bigger brakes, which adds weight. And then, you hook up a trailer. The range doesn't just drop, it collapses. We're talking 50% range loss the second you start towing. For a contractor, that's not just a quirk, that's a broken tool. In October 2025, for every one Lightning sold, Ford sold 44 gas trucks. That's a 98% rejection rate from the people who actually buy trucks. You just can't brand your way out of the laws of physics. While Detroit was trying to force everyone into pure EVs, China went a different way. They chose, well, pragmatism. They doubled down on the EREV, the extended range electric vehicle. Companies like Li Auto and Huawei realized something. Big batteries are expensive, and charging stations, well, they still kind of suck. So, here's the trick. In an EREV, the gas engine never touches the wheels. It's just a generator. It sits there, running at its perfect, most efficient RPM, just making juice for the motors. Li Auto's new generator has a thermal efficiency of almost 45%. That's insane. By using a small battery, like 44 kilowatt hours, they give you the EV feel for your daily commute. But you've got a gas tank for the long hauls. No range anxiety, no 2,000-pound battery. It's the bridge that Detroit forgot to build. But wait, it gets better. Or worse, if you're Ford. Let's look at the cost chasm. A long-range Lightning needs a massive battery pack. Cost? Roughly $18,000. The Chinese EREV? Its battery is 1/3 the size. Even with the engine generator added in, the total powertrain is $10,000 cheaper. Add in China's crazy supply chain efficiency, and you're looking at a $14,000 structural advantage. Think about what you can do with an extra 14 grand. Li Auto takes that money and puts it into massage seats, LiDAR, and air suspension. They can sell a luxury SUV for $50,000 and still make a 20% profit. Meanwhile, Ford is losing nearly $5 billion a year on their Model E division. It's not a fair fight, it's a slaughter. The last piece of the puzzle? Intelligence. And this is where Huawei comes in. They've basically redefined the car as a smartphone on wheels. While legacy car companies struggle to make their infotainment not lag, Huawei is shipping hardware fusion tech. Their ADS system doesn't even need high-def maps. It uses a general obstacle detection network to see the world like a human does. Their M9 SUV sold 51,000 units in a month. Why? Because it feels like it's from the future. In China, if a car doesn't drive itself, it's basically a flip phone in the age of the iPhone. It's obsolete on arrival. So, what's the takeaway? Ford's $19 billion correction isn't just a mistake, it's a symptom. The West tried to jump straight to a pure electric utopia before the tech or the supply chain was ready. We went with ideology. China? They went with pragmatism. They used the EREV as a tactical bridge. They built the supply chain first, and then they built the cars. Ford is pivoting now. They're talking about hybrids and EREVs. But look, in this game, timing is everything. They're entering a market where Li Auto and Huawei already have a 5-year head start. They're trying to take the high ground after the enemy has already built a fortress on it. The global auto war isn't about horsepower anymore. It's about the speed of iteration. It's about who can make the smartest, most efficient machine for the least amount of money. And right now, the gap isn't closing, it's widening. If you want to stay ahead of where this market is actually going, before the rest of the world catches up, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. This is Volt China EV. We'll see you in the next one.